Hello, hello all. This is Lunar coming to you from the ACESOMNIAC vlog community. I've been told by the powers that be, excuse me, that I should probably tell you all a little bit about myself before I get to talking at you about a whole slew of different topics. So here I am. In the spirit of the group's title, I felt the need to do this at 2:30 in the morning. So pardon me if I'm a little incoherent. I assure you I'm not trying to confuse you, though during the process I may end up confusing myself a little bit. So a little bit about the man behind the legend. I'm 21 years old. I graduated from university this last spring. I got a major in computer science and philosophy, which is a bit of a weird combination, but it's working out for me. I'm currently working as a software engineer at a business analytics solution firm, and yeah, I program a lot. I write a lot of code. It's what I do. I'm living right outside the nation's capital, Washington, D.C., so a bit about what I do when I'm not working or sleeping. In my free time, first and foremost, a shameless plug, I am a writer. I'm currently working on a series of low fantasy novels that I'm super stoked about. Hopefully, eventually, I'll publish them if the world of publishing wasn't so terrifying, but here's to hoping. I also spin poi. I've been doing it for about half a year or so now. I've gotten pretty good at it. If you don't know what it is, go ahead and Google poi. It's not the fish, I assure you. As amusing as it might be to picture me twirling fish around myself, that is not actually what it is. I've gotten pretty good. I don't hit myself very often anymore, and I can do some pretty cool tricks, so there's that. And when I'm not doing either of those two things, I'm usually online in 5 or 6 different chat rooms trying to keep up with them all. It's a full-time job, so if I'm not paying attention to one of them, don't take it personally. It's just a lot to digest at once, and I wish I could listen to every single one of you all the time, but I only have so much processing capability. So, but anywho, all that aside, I should probably start talking about, what this whole vlog community is about, the whole asexuality thing. As much as I would like to just talk about me all the time, that's not what we're here for. So, asexuality. As far as labels and titles go, I don't really do all that. I'm floating somewhere between the pure asexuality end of the spectrum and gray sexuality kind of in the middle. I'm definitely on the far end of the spectrum, but the whole delineation between sexual attraction and libido is still a little bit hazy for me, so I hop back and forth, whatever. I say just call me Lunar. At the end of the day, it's not the top of my list to make a title that fits into a whole basket. But so the whole Avon thing, how did it happen? About 2 years ago, I stumbled down this whole rabbit hole while I was doing a little bit of soul searching after a bad breakup. I was trying to figure out what it was that I wanted out of life, out of a relationship, and so I knew that I didn't want to do sex. Newsflash, college-age males talk about sex a lot. They talk about it all the time. Well, there's other stuff, but so I knew from the get-go it wasn't really my cup of tea. So I wanted some answers. I found Avon, and at the time, I was still kind of juggling this whole libido attraction, aesthetic attraction, etc. sort of thing. So I took a hiatus from Avon after looking for a bit. 2 years down the line, I came back, and I introduced myself, said hi, poked around a bit, and I really, really liked the reception. It was great to hear from some other people that were going through similar things. I really did appreciate it. To have that network of support, so that was awesome. And since then, I really wanted to have a way to give back to the community, to make a dent, at least somewhat. I know that I've really wanted to have a more transparent dialogue out there to get people aware of these issues, to be aware of what asexuality is, and try and detach some of the stereotypes that come along with it. So, when I was first looking into all of this, I thought, oh, I don't really understand any of this. Is there something wrong with me? Am I not whole? Am I just confused? Maybe I'm just lying to myself. And I want, maybe at some point to try and erase that doubt from people that are just sort of going into it for the first time, because it's really not something pleasant to go through. And I think that having communities like these to talk about these issues, face to face, you can see the person. That's what's great about these communities when you have a whole panel of vloggers, is that you can hear different perspectives on the same issue. Getting that transparency out there is great, and I'm super stoked to contribute to it. So great, wonderful. I'm really happy to be here, and hopefully you'll be hearing a lot more from me. That's all I have for you right now. I'm not going to keep talking at you. I think I've kind of pushed it a little bit as it is. So hopefully you'll be hearing from us later. Whatever the upper management decides to tackle next, you'll hear me talking to you about. So until then, take care all.